World Cup will be Morocco's sixth appearance after previous showing in 1970, 1986, 1994, 1998 and 2018. Their best performance was in 1986 in Mexico for the FIFA World Cup. That was in 1970. They do have one of the strongest local leagues on the African continent with a total of 7 Champions League wins by Moroccan clubs. Morocco's current team is no short of talent. Although they have not really delivered on the AFCON stage in the past and even in recent years, they are expected to put up a good show in Qatar with their star-studded team and sort of home-like advantage. They have won the AFCON once. Some of the big names are Hakim Ziyech, Youssef El Nasiri, Ashraf Hakim, and their goalkeeper, Bono. Walid Regragui will lead his home side as coach in the World Cup. Morocco, Canada, and 2018 finalist Croatia. If there's something to make a difference for Morocco this year, it should definitely be the fans.
Now let's take a look at Tunisia. They are the only other North African team at this year's World Cup.
Tunisia is the only other North African team at this year's World Cup. This will be Tunisia's 6th appearance at the World Cup. Their previous participation were in the year 1978, 1998, 2002, 2006 and 2018. The best performance were in 1978 in Argentina and also equaled in Russia 2018. In both years, they finished in 3rd place in their group with 3 points but still failed to progress beyond the group stage. Tunisia's last victory in a World Cup game was in 2018 in a 2-1 win over Panama at the Moldova Arena in Saransk. Tunisia have a fairly good team. A bulk of their players do come from the local league, which is definitely one of the strongest in Africa. The Tunisian clubs have won a total of 6 CAF Champions League titles. At the last AFCON in January 2021, they made it to the quarterfinals after stopping the high-flying Super Eagles of Nigeria in the round of 16. Tunisia can boast of talents such as Ali Malou, Youssef Msakli, Wabi Kasri, and youngster Hannibal Mejbri. The head coach of this team is the 50-year-old Jalel Kadri. Tunisia is ranked 3rd in Africa and 30th on the FIFA ranking. For a World Cup in the Arab region, Tunisia will be counting on the familiar territory and neighboring crowds to inspire them to go at least beyond the group stage for the very first time. Tunisia, however, are drawn in Group D alongside the defending champions France, Denmark and Australia. They will open the 2022 FIFA World Cup account against Denmark at the Education City Stadium in Al Rayyan.
The winner to organize the 2022 FIFA World Cup is Qatar.
The state of Qatar won the bid to host the World Cup back in 2010. Since then, the nation has transformed tremendously with huge constructions over the past 12 years. 7 brand new stadiums have been built, with one existing one totally being transformed to modern standards. Extensive transportation networks and accommodation have also been developed. But all these infrastructure development have almost been overshadowed by reports of human rights abuses of migrant workers. However, the Qatari government have stated that they have improved on prioritizing the safety and well-being of all construction workers.
This World Cup could easily take the title of the most firsts in World Cup history. It is the first World Cup to be hosted by an Arab and Muslim majority country. It is also the first World Cup in the winter. It also is the first World Cup with a very compact nature, where venues are an average of 21 miles from each other, allowing fans the luxury of catching at least 2 games in a match day. Qatar 2022 will be the first World Cup with a fully temporary stadium, the Stadium 974 in Doha. This stadium was built with 974 shipping containers and will be dismantled after the tournament. 974 also happens to be the international dialing code for Qatar. The facility will be sent to another venue after the World Cup. Next, we take a look at the African team with the most appearances at the World Cup, the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. For a very long time, Cameroon held the title of being Africa's most successful World Cup team after reaching the quarterfinals in 1990 before being joined by Senegal in 2002 and Ghana in 2010. Cameroon are the African team with the most appearances at the FIFA World Cup. Qatar 2022 will be their 8th appearance. From 1990 to 2002, Cameroon qualified for every single World Cup. Their history at the World Cup is one of the richest on the continent. Cameroon's last victory in a World Cup game came back in 2002 in a 1-0 win over Saudi Arabia at the Saitama Stadium in Japan. The indomitable Lions played a record 23 World Cup games, which is the most by an African side, with 4 wins, 7 draws, and 12 defeats. In spite of all these records, this current squad is one of the most inexperienced in terms of the World Cup. What is exciting about the new Cameroonian team is their resurgent fearlessness. This team, although mostly underrated, has reached 2 semi-finals in the last 3 African Cup of Nations and won the AFCON trophy in 2017. In total, Cameroon have won 5 AFCON titles and only second behind record holders Egypt. Some of the most exciting talents to know about are goalkeeper Andre Onana, Kyle Toko Ekambi, Brian Mbemo, Christopher Wu, Christian Basugog, and goal poacher Vincent Abubakar. This is the type of team you underestimate at your own peril. Cameroon defeated the better fancied Algeria in the playoff round to reach this World Cup. They have been drawn in Group G with 5-time champions Brazil, Serbia, and Switzerland. They will open the 2022 World Cup account against Switzerland on November 24th at the Al Janoub Stadium in Al Wakra. Rigobert Song is the coach of the team. Being underdogs could be their greatest assets. We have the reigning champions of the African Cup of Nations, the Lions of Teranga from Senegal. The world marveled at their performance in the maiden appearance in 2002, where they defeated the defending champions France in the opening game and went all the way to the quarterfinals. 2022 will be Senegal's 3rd appearance on the world stage. If there's any team that Africans can really be hopeful about and expect to actually go all the way to win the trophy, then this Senegalese team is the one. Senegal have played a total of 8 games at the World Cup, winning 3, drawing 3, and losing just 2. Their performance at the World Cup, as mentioned earlier, was in 2002, where as debutant they went all the way to the quarterfinals. Lions of Teranga will be parading one of the best squads of any nation at this year's tournament. A few of these superstars are Kalidou Koulibaly, Ismail Assar, Idrissa Gana Gueye, Abdou Diallo, Edouard Mendy, and Africa's best player and 2022 Ballon d'Or runner-up Sadio Mane. The squad is coached by 46-year-old Aliou Cissé. Senegal only missed out on the round of 16 at the last World Cup due to a fair play rule. Senegal's last victory at the World Cup was against Poland in the 2-1 win at the Central Stadium in Ekaterinburg in Russia. Senegal are drawn in Group A alongside host nation Qatar, Ecuador, and the Netherlands. After an intense encounter with their bitterest rivals from Nigeria, the Black Stars of Ghana qualified for their 4th World Cup. The Black Stars of Ghana will be making their 4th appearance at the FIFA World Cup. This comes after they missed out on the 2018 edition after previously qualifying for a hat-trick of tournament from 2006 to 2014. Until recently, Ghana had always been the poster boys for Africa at the World Cup since their first appearance in 2006. Ghana's current team seems to be undergoing a transition, hence the experimentation of so many new players in the team throughout the qualifiers. Ghana even had to qualify with 3 different coaches at the helm: CK Akono, Milovan Rajvac, and recently Otto Addo throughout the qualifying series. Today's quality in the Black Stars may be a little questionable, but one thing you cannot take away from this team is their ability to get the barest minimum of the job done. But if you have forgotten about what Ghana can do on the global stage, let me remind you of their past records. At their debut tournament, Ghana was able to win the World Cup. Ghana were just seconds away from reaching the semi-finals until that infamous handball offense by Luis Suarez to deny the Black Stars and Africa its first World Cup semi-finalists. 2000 remains Africa's top goal scorer at the FIFA World Cup. Ghana has played a total of 12 World Cup games with 4 wins, 3 draws and 5 defeats. Ghana's best performance, however, came back in 2010 when they reached the quarter. Ghana's last victory came in 2010 after they defeated the United States in a 2-1 win in a round of 16 game at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium in Rustenburg, South Africa. In FIFA's junior tournaments such as the Under-17 and Under-20 World Cups, Ghana have won a combined total of 3 titles, whereas their West African counterparts, Nigeria, are the 5 times record champions of the Under-17 FIFA World Cup. This reflects the region's dominance in FIFA's junior competitions. Ghana are currently the lowest ranked side among the qualified teams at this inexperienced squad. Recent nationality switch-ups and talent discoveries will play a key role if Ghana are to succeed at Qatar 2022. Here are some of the stars expected to turn up for Ghana in Qatar 2022. Inaki Williams, Kudus Mohamed, Tariq Lamptey, Kamaldeen Sulemana, Thomas Partey, Andre Ayew. Ghana will be led by Otto Addo as coach to do it. Ghana will be counting purely on inspiration from the past to again replicate their amazing performances ahead of the 2022 World Cup campaign. They will open their account against Portugal on November 24th at the Stadium 974 in Doha. In all, every nation that has qualified for the 2022 FIFA World Cup will earn at least $10.5 million. This amount comprises of a $1.5 million preparatory fund as well as a $9 million prize money for reaching the group stages of the World Cup. Making it to the round of 16 will guarantee the team a money prize of $13 million. The quarterfinals attract 17 million US dollars, whereas the semis will earn you at least 25 million US dollars. If your team were to make it to the finals, an amount of 30 million US dollars will be secured, while winning the trophy comes with a cash prize of 42 million US dollars. All these sum up to FIFA's prize money purse of 440 million US dollars. It is no secret that the economic situation in Africa and all over the world has put businesses and livelihoods on edge. One thing we expect the World Cup to bring, especially in the local economy of the qualified African countries, is the opportunity to capitalize on the euphoria to create and promote businesses. Sales of replica jerseys, paraphernalia, beer bars, food, viewing centers, and even transport businesses is expected to boom. KBJ will be monitoring how businesses pick up locally during this season while we update you in subsequent reports. There you have it, Africa's top 5 representatives at the FIFA World Cup 2022. Qatar 2022 promises to deliver an amazing script for future narrations. The hope and excitement from Africa is just palpable. The Kente Business Journal is sure to bring you more content all throughout this season of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Reporting for the Kente Business Journal, my name is Joseph Amwakwata from Tema, Ghana. The presenter's outfit is sponsored by Origin Clothing. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel Kente Business Journal TV and press the notification bell to stay updated always.